Hi guys, Mackenzie of Pinpoint Event Planning. I just wanted to jump on really quick and go over what a wedding actually costs. I've had a few people contact me wondering, hey, how do I get through step one in creating a budget? I have no idea what my budget should be because I don't know what a wedding costs, and that's a valid point. So this video is going to give you a very rough idea of what a wedding costs in the Kansas City area. So keep in mind, if you are watching this video somewhere else that has a higher cost of living than Kansas City area, these prices are going to be a lot lower than what you're going to find. Again, average pricing, just ballpark pricing, just to give you a rough start. So anyway, let's do it. A venue in the Kansas City area is typically around $5,000. Definitely there's more and less. If you're wondering what all goes into a venue pricing, definitely pick my video how to pick a wedding venue. I kind of break it down more on why some venues are more than others. So definitely go watch that video. A caterer is typically around $14, $15 a head, just in the Kansas City area. That is low. There are some definitely full service caterers that go above and beyond, and their food is amazing and they're booked every weekend, so obviously they're going to be more, but if you have a budget for about $15 a head for a caterer, you're going to have no problem finding a caterer. That's a good fair amount. Photography and videography are kind of around the same price point. For an experienced photographer who is well known in this area, you're going to be looking at over $2,500, and that goes with videography as well. I highly recommend, that you don't skimp on photography or videography. It's so important to be able to look back on that day. So they are expensive, but guys, I tell you what, the ones who know what they're doing and they're more expensive, they are worth it. Not to say that somebody who charges less doesn't know what they're doing, but they may not just have the portfolio or experience level as some of the higher price vendors. But do your research. Some people might just be high priced and they don't have the portfolio to back it up. So that's why you do your research. A DJ in the Kansas City area, for a basic DJ, not including any specialty lighting or a photo booth or anything tacked on like that. If you have a budget of $800 for a DJ, you'll find a DJ that should be fine. A live band. Live bands are expensive, but they are a lot of fun and they're really worth it. It's super labor intensive though, and there's a lot of people involved, and live bands around here around $3,500 for about 3 to maybe 4 hours of playtime. So just keep that in mind. Who do we have? Florist. For floral, you're going to be looking at the typical bride in Kansas City typically spends, how many times can I say typical in a video? Typically, a bride in the Kansas City area will spend about $1,000 to $1,500 on floral. Just to keep in mind with floral, there's a lot that you can do to shave costs. There's a lot that you can do to increase costs. Some of the things to keep in mind if you're worried about your floral budget is make sure your flowers are in season, and make sure that you are not trying to get a ton of flowers around a high flower holiday like Mother's Day or Memorial Day. That will definitely spike your prices. For rentals, if you're going to be renting tables and chairs, a table is around $11 per 60-inch round table. You're going to be looking at about $3.50 for a chair. There's definitely variations in there, but if you have a budget of $3.50 per chair, that's a good baseline. Linen is usually around $11 to $12 per linen, so add that to your table costs. Oh gosh, what else? Arbors around $150 to $200. What else do we have? Covered photography, videography. Your cake. Bakers. So in the Kansas City area, you're going to be looking at around $3.50 to $4 per serving. Cupcakes that really are kind of right there by cakes. You don't really save a lot by going with a cupcake route. They're typically around $2.50 to $3.50 per serving. If you're trying to save some costs on your baker, you can always do the smaller dessert cake, just like a 2-tier cake, an 8-inch and a 6-inch or something like that, and then do sheet cakes. Sheet cakes are so much less expensive than any tiered cake. Or cookies, and having your friend bake them and put them out there with a small cake is a good way to save some money. Who else do we have? I think I'm gonna stop there. So that gives you a very rough idea of what things cost. So now, hopefully based off of your guest list that you've created, you can go ahead and kind of roughly piece together what would be a solid budget for your wedding. That way you can at least know, you know, if $1,000 is probably not going to cover your wedding of 75 people, unless it's basic. Anyway, so now you know what a wedding will typically run in the Kansas City area. Again, guys, that's just ballpark prices. But if you want more information, I usually will sprinkle in some budget advice in the other videos. So go watch the how to pick a wedding venue if you're curious about wedding venue pricing and all of that. Anyway, if you like this video, please like this video and then subscribe to my channel. I am always posting new content. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or leave it in the comments. Thank you.